Good evening, everybody. One name Sakusada do not Heliban Jonathan and Hemaa for Major. As usual, and Nemedi and some and Nam. Now, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish all fathers, all daddies, all uncles, big brothers, young brothers, happy Father's Day. Baby Biara will be fathers, no, Oma. Fathers na omo yo medjuma mamu we bo ma baso pa. Ebi mo so your fathers, omo so enim so omo your fathers, omo nya na so your bo ma baso is a very good opportunity for you to look after your children. Ain't baby out to me KBI is very special Father's Day to you. Ain't if you just tune in, just to let you know that this is What's Up Radio, number one radio station in London. Jumedi ni diane awareness jumedi and the menu and copy beer. I'll be right here with you till 7 o'clock. Agroni oguso sana ye dina ye ko. Ain't menu because and then some of them very mangazanga. If you also saw not one more exclamation mark or hold exclamation mark, Rebecca the cheese. Yeah, the name na be bro, baby Piara will be. I'd like to go all the way to Germany a year do often. See a wow near pa a nana from Poma, abena from Poma, about the counts that so Sisia dear. What do you do abodom mima? It just I take this opportunity na ya mamunya na so akwaba from Poma. Free Canada all the way to Germany. I just go and spend some time with the family. Yeah. Making sure say Papa phone now I'm more enjoy. You went there purposely to wish your brother a happy Father's Day. We just say I'll also like to take this opportunity to greet any animal free Bradford. Abbas I'm to say morning I'm London and take this opportunity to thank you. In him some would say you mediate men you were feeding no anchor baby many baby because a net say a nan in there. Now me home pen na me call oh my God I'm on a Diana Echo so Ghana this week. Austin National Cathedral, now a state-owned company. Yet, idea will be called promise. I feel there's a state-owned company. Then a basa. And then was Medina in Abebro. And so Connor was Shabba. Now I am very careful because a bush any be honor my ocean and make it just say what make a provision for it. And yes, I'm so not what bound no at all, no acquire Jumana de Chiaca. As I see, and I say before for as the way your friend or assem if free one Mecca Rita Marley ho a year the wife of Marley. She's been living in Ghana for over 20 years. Ain't Bob Marley they say you no so when him say reggae song the kind of reggae on one Bob Marley. Now it's interesting that there's some new revelation via Abba. Remember when we had the homecoming, a lot of expatriates from Ghana, a lot of people naturalized to be Ghanaians. Nasama me or Ghana and I saw your Ghana. So your Ghana near dear Namana your Ghana or your Ghana is what I'm bang and obey a Ghana. Every Mohammed over JB down case and no someone said this case has been an ongoing case. Young person born Embo Biera or see JB down case finger and footprint of Daniel Esiedu match the samples taken by the police. Asɛm wei ɛbaeɛ sɛ nnonka ban na nnonka ayɛ biara no nka yɛakyagye obi a ɛnkɛ bɛboa ɛba asɛm yi ɛkɔ na aba kɔ na aba Ghana yɛwɔ no Ghana ne yɛwɔ no mesi so bie mesi Ghana ɛna yɛwɔ no sɛ obi to mmerɛ a na wakyerɛ wo sie ɛhɔ nso ne ɛhu sɛ sɛ wototo wo nan a make sure sɛ baabi a ɔna wo nan ɛsisi no wobɛyɛ very careful because woanhwɛ yie na sɛ wo nkwa ɛfiri wo nsɛm a deɛ aka no mɛgya ama no watoa so. Still on the crime scene, your court also judges shared tears was reading brief on Kasua teen murder case. What is going on in my beloved country, Ghana? I see a THBI, it's a for and some night in a more room. What is happening in Kasua? And let me demonstrate me bro. I see teenage pregnancy increasing in the Eurasia Basic School. Headmaster blame Galamsey. I mean, Galamsey, this is the crowd. Now, what happened? There was a big crunch on Galamsey. So, what's happening now? It has come to a halt, and that's Igusua A. We'll be to me and frame right from the beginning of the program on 0208-144-8773. 0208-144-8773. Now, so the what and your thoughts about all the topics I'll be talking about. Yes, see, Albany, me bring I papa or Safaman for none who acquire game, not dear man who acquire game. Yeah, papa, or see you are not at him and have no right to speak for us. A dear crown, I papa, you walk car. Kofobi, Essie or Moye, Achim concerned citizens of Achim. Na omo adisansi me ababetuga. Benim Sagana, the Enya Ghana for account for the infantile womb. Capimful woman, Machimful woman, and Chifon's woman, and your mom. So, why are we bringing division in Ghana? If you I will take you straight away to LGBTQI. A year Freddie Play or Babonte this week, he also leave homosexuals to enjoy themselves. Freddie Play, Nedisans in the Ebabetuya. Only pay a Jane and answer on any of you. Do you think that as a country we need to really entertain homosexuality and as a lesbianism and I said yeah LGBTQI you know I said yeah just one I said say any something we should actually go on to kind of engage in it. Now me comment him or say I am sorry Ghana. I was submit for a whole DC apologizes that I am dead comment. Yes, a papa you may have down Pestra's homes on catch. Papa for no say hello. Yes, a papa and don't go as a catcher and go what is it? I see well way south. What am I home? It is only assembly banner say assembly own to me and as I know a day. Also to me as a woo. That's the shortest way and simple way. I'll be you with freeze and send me more. We are also there. Now send me by and once and somebody gave a brain pen for the bread 1 or 2 years. No, we are called say your power a year about a 12 miles of corner cots not parliament. The dear Hubrano, a fade for you. Now the journalist is be so very over now once about the well. And lemons them. Yeah, bro. If you have met an hook, so will not be cock massy. A massy, a ton to area more explosion of plastic factory near Kumasi factory. Not every now and then, bad explosion. Are we kind of learning from our mistakes? And I said we just want to be say but we are more born now. People should sympathize with us. Before what made over caught in Cramante on himself. Now what you and I said last week there was a lot of rain and you be break to toy and then you to toy, you know. You see as when a cell catch it, even crowd be video be me who here or national theatre and or video. Now if you see the flooding cases now on a idea in area. It's here for us. The father stand up and let's come. Send the money now money no and a Father's Day. Intimate and special Father's Day. A day Papa for you now. Papa for now. Moya money is salute to. And your papa for be on some more papa for, but almost name say, or me papa for, almost so and yes, salute to a munina. And a papa for be on so. No. Major now webuso. Just for a week, none of the controls, and then suddenly we bring another before, but you won't come. And now I bring you about before Mr. Quality on electricity for any car because of her rather man like and never funny. Nigga. Besides that, a year my number one accountant, a year with Simon Ashley, so a never funny job, or better than car in Fiasi. A year independent for me and when you are ready to mediate, say, yeah, lucky, I am a benya, a brother who fee, a fiasco. It's not much I do. I'm a bit of 4 actually, Mammy for and chas, yeah, a war, Mr. Emmanuel Ashley. So, Emma, good evening.
Good evening, Emma.
Yeah, now, how's your week been?
I'm a Kaiser.
It's
been such a summer week.
Summer.
Yes,
Sir? I heard it now, whatever, because they're not called. Maybe I'll pick up on the way through.
But it's been a very great week. In terms of the summer, what can we do? What I don't like is the winter, they are real.
Ima isn't it Karo just say well wakata ona sara e ko fa no mun kata omo be say mi chichi mi kasa
winter
yeah winter I say winter there and yeah when you have a guy this time last I say winter there and yeah maybe I will be a meeting things and winter also because winter at least before the normal it's easy you can hide a whole lot of things especially a man remember not be a person during winter time you should go to see I'll be I mean, go Oba, good evening.
Good evening.
And how's your week been?
Yeah, the week has been really good. As Mr. Ashi said, this weekend we've experienced a good weather. I think this week we had a lovely, unfortunately, actually, so it didn't happen on the weekend. It happened actually during the working week. Then in Rabbi Cemetery, I said, Rabbi had a year, but one and really, it has been a lovely few days. Weather, I think it could have been a bit one because they can't grab it. So we've had a good weather. I don't know how long we have it for. But yes, it's been amazing.
Yeah, so we had record breaking. I think on Tuesday there was Tuesday was a record, Wednesday was a record as well.
And especially the most record
was
When was that?
Friday.
Then Saturday, the devil in your heart. I mean, because you didn't have for actually, like how to people like the weekend you can do something with it and go. That weekend is when we never turn away. But anyway, it was good.
Now, one story about is more about fathers. Fathers. Into it, we take this opportunity to wish what's up crew, remember one when father happy Father's Day na and now you're sorry no. Now your fathers once and yes fathers maybe will come your fathers or names of your fathers. It's my baby sir he must say happy Father's Day to start with. Now fatherhood money na money because that's a big question.
And I'll say a very big Father's Day to all the men out there listening and those not listening as well. But the fact being said, father, you're one of the most difficult challenges in a man's life, not a person, but a man's life. Now, what is the reality? Is if I may be right religiously, they say God is our Father, so we are copying God. So should God forgive us for all our sins, all the errors you've been through in terms of our misbehaviors or whatever. What I mean as humanity, then as a father on earth, you also have to forgive everybody and your children especially when that comes to play. And yes, I would still say I've had my own experiences of the little one I have just only 3, not more than 3.
3 no money anymore one as one 3. Okay.
You know
No money. You put it out there.
So the beauty of life is that it's a unique role. You see, bringing up a human being. In fact, I listened to a tape, and the tape was saying, the best of a human being, not a boy or a girl, but the best of a human being is from the brain of a man. Scientifically, it's been proven. But the point is, how do you bring this child up to be a responsible adult or a responsible person in the future? And that's the most important thing. Your kind of robbery, your kind of whatever you call it in life depends on how that person was brought up. Prostitution, robbery, whatever about them, both sides comes from how the person was brought up. And then bringing up, there's a perception. I call it perception in cancer is scientifically proven, but it is the home. And the home, more often than not, we say the woman is the root of the home. but the greatest and the woman depends on the man. So when there's no that very cohesion between the man and the woman in the home doesn't work, then there is going to get trouble. But the ultimate is the man's role in the home determines how the future of that very family will come out. So what I keep saying is that the man is the head of the home. But that notwithstanding, when all is said and done, you get in area, the man creates that family and the aspect of that holistic, you decided to say a body that's made up of the mom, the female child, and the boy child together to raise that whole family.
Where there one my before summer call or so no, and it's here for. I'd like to give you a little bit background how even the historic or the history behind Father's Day. And I'll say Father's Day stands up and becomes it. The origin of Father's Day is traced to Samora Dion, whose father died whilst giving birth, whose mother died whilst giving birth to her. Her father, an ex-military man, single-handedly took care of her and her five siblings. And in 1910, grown and married, Mora realized the heroic role of the father has played in caring for her and her other siblings. So she decided to take a day of holiday off to go and celebrate the dad. So that is where Father's Day originated from. Celebrating Father's Day, make time for your father, go down the memory lanes and talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything that you can think about with your dad. And see, that is where Father's Day is stemming out from, all the way from 1910. 1910, so Obi a year Dion, Samora, Nema me wono no we. Oh, we yeah, na niko passing 100 so we shall call 5. And yet, it's one. Maminko Obaya, so Father's Day. What do you remember?
Thank you, Nana. I think for Father's Day, obviously, yeah. I mean, we all have our fathers who have passed actually, but I think I was just thinking right now that this would be the day that you call your dad and wish him happy Father's Day, but obviously that is not there anymore. Um, for me, fathers are quite. As Mr. Ashley said it all, and they're very important to to have them in the family anyway. But I also want to stress, and you no, Bia can be a father. You know what I mean? You can actually easily have a child, but it takes a strong man and somebody that has got the willingness and that I don't know if it's passion, but to ready to do that to become a father because no Biana, they qualify to be a father, because of they've got a child. I've seen people that obviously they step up and do amazing work than even more biological parents anyway. So yeah, and that is a special day for the fathers anyway. So for those that are doing doing looking after their family and obviously part of the outbreak of their children, we just want to wish them happy Father's Day. Yeah.
Now, before Anita announced, we can just say, I feel one point Anita here. It's not a fatherhood is not about just giving birth, but it's about you also raising the child. The main big part of it is you raising the person. You're responsible adult. Therefore, yes, that's why I said, oh yeah, Apple Syndicate. Not I will be a product. Now, not be other than as I see so. That's the only the oil. I think it falls short of you being called a father and you are just shut off yourself. But you have a responsibility as an adult, as a father, to be able to make sure that you are raising children who will be responsible and care for coming generations so that your very what I'll call generation will be extended. So that's the key thing you have to look at. It shouldn't be said, well, now your father. You must look beyond that.
Yeah, I think Mr. Shasma kind of just kind of prompted me about something else. I think we live in a society whereby we have a lot of missing fathers in children's life. We all know, especially in the UK, and even America and some part of the world, how it's affecting our children, especially children from minority group, like Black children, to be specific. So a straight father being around them would have helped them to raise these children to be somebody. But because they don't have their fathers around, we've seen a lot of issues whereby some children are not living to even to 20s. They fall into a crime because only will be able to guide them. They have one single mother who's actually a father, the mother, and everything. And they're trying to provide for the kids. So it puts a lot of pressure on the mothers anyway. So I think that, as you said, Mr. Ashley, as you said, so you have to take the responsibility of doing the right thing, and because I think, again, especially with the Black people, we need to step up and do the right thing. When so you will be our whatever it is, you have to be doing the right thing to look after the children, because where our society or what's happening in our community at the moment, now we see, is not good. Even in a year, how many children are killed in the streets, and it's all the children, the young ones. And if you hear the names, anyway, because before there wasn't something that you hear like you think is African children. There's a lot of African children who are getting kind of mixed up in the wrong crowd, and getting involved in ways that they're not supposed to, and they die from the age of 12 and that's from crimes like stabbing and gun and stuff like that. So we pray, say, like, we will have responsible fathers that will step up and do the right thing and just help raise children, because at the moment that is what's missing in the children's life anyway. So yeah, I wanted to add that because
there's been a research in America about, and that some statistics came out, and it was very shocking to see the progression and kids in general, and where there's a father figure. And it shows that people who gun crimes, knife crimes in specific, they will come as it's all the foundation of it is lack of father in the home. Not just that. And people who end up in prison also is a lack of fathers. I would like to play one song. I'm a father's in yes.
Happy Father's Day. Papa, I'm so grateful for the gift of love. Time you, son. Happy Father's Day. Papa, today is your day. Enjoy your day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
It's here for Ain't Higher. I will send you a kaya and yeah, my papa for Happy Father's Days. Your bumpy said, those fathers are to me and leave it to our responsibility, Yame and your madam, so that they will be good fathers, because fathers do play major role and what and cry a life move. Ain't you better? It's your phone, if you have a special message, drop it in our comment box. I mean, you're very reading in your if you like to say something very special to your dad, or if you want to say something and that makes your dad so special, if you like to share with the WhatsApp family, please drop it in our comment, WhatsApp TV, and I say on our WhatsApp page, and I mean our Facebook page. If you drop it, we will be able to share that with you. My main caught one story. I am very prominent this week here, Ghana. Now, from all the nice things and advice to fathers, I see rain worsen bad roads in Accra. I see last Wednesday downpour has worsened the deploration nature of roads in the capital city, Accra. Roads that have been affected include the TUC Railway Park area, Kaneshi Mamprobi, Dr. Buzia Highway, La Beach Road, the Teshi Town Road, and Abliku. Yesterday, that was July. We're talking about July 16th. The Daily Graphic went around parts of the city and witnessed potholes that have been deepened and widened. Now, almost some of the pictures now is very, very appalling. Nonka say this is a capital city. And what Ghana, the road, no, it is any potholes, it's proper manhole. If you look at the state of Aquina, and one thing I would like to bring it here for attention to is say when it gets to a year in to June, July, in to Ghana. Every year, be June, July, you can't say seniors a faith in to Ama Accra. Every time in Syuri Nani Pewu, every year in Syuri Nani Pewu. To the extent said last year, I remember so well, vividly said there were some pictures at Kumasi, a year the new market and all my, and if you see the flood, I call in Kofo a for property. Now I say a bit more aircon. Some of the videos now footage, you know. A quiet no is you talk a crab in coffee shops and you say a baby hono ma bridge, a book say bridge na a trap. Quine munti woman one if I want to mean copy kum aka to the extent they beam so cross it and nipa about bare 18 or 20 be so be answer just to make sure say omo protect each other. My main call imaso when we talked about Mame fan started obaya when we talk about ensure every year flat cases are a war Accra to be specific. What's your expectation? Because me sure say you I had to say you to Accra na a communipa you to Accra na communipa. You might think that by now no baby your baby be home. If anything at all Accra it will be improvement. But now it's getting worse. What is actually stopping our leaders from taking up the mantle and being responsible to make sure that your drainage system is all clear?
Thank you very much, Nana. I think so, when it comes to our flooding issue now, I think so, on this occasion, I'm not going to blame one particular person, like say the president, and I say the government in any how. I think it's a two responsibility. It's two people involved in this anyway. Yeah, it's mono. Any friends are buying also. What I say, because Ghana at times we don't take like in your to go about plastics in your we don't take it seriously. We don't realize how much it accumulates and causes so much problems. Because obviously, and to me, it can't say it's not melting, but into me, so therefore, no, ecosystem no be break. Yes, that's why you keep your gutters in places that we have to do. We yes, so can we it's me yes, I say running your gutter. What you expected anyway? It's like because about 7 years or 10 years ago, we had that flooding in Circle. If anyone remember that one, it killed so many people. And I think that we all were heartbroken. You thought, say, there will be the change, people will start to think about the impact of climate change. And I said, how we keep our community clean. You thought that people will change from what actually happened in the Circle some years back, and we killed so many people. There was, just like that. As soon as it happens, and then I meant, I said, Ghanaians tend to forget so quickly. You might be more BBSC, your has said, for example, so BBC like this, there's a lesson learned, there's a way of, improving safety or improving that particular DC, and a better happens and next year, and it's a better happen. The consequence of it wouldn't be as severe as it happened last time. We Ghanaians, as soon as it's over and done with. If you call videos on YouTube and who videos are whereby you show to say and then so air cosa no be apra got a fear no baby shegu in expecting what will happen. So I think I'm expecting both parties. I'm expecting us many. I think to Ghana to actually start looking at our lifestyle, how we actually how we take this climate change and how we actually, when the input at times, I just think say most of it needs to do with how we keep our drainage system sort of clean. Then how can anyone help you when you yourself and Ankasa won't ready so will improve your surroundings? That is the problem I have anyway. I think say at the moment no must me who how you bet me improve at the moment because me who say as some best say I can't want some there will be a can't want some but you're blaming somebody, but don't blame anyone, blame yourself. What can you do to ensure say you're not adding to what is causing this drainage problem? Because the only reason why it's happening so badly in our communities in Ghana especially is purely to do with littering, like throwing things outside
behavior.
Social behavior.
Mami call Mr. Emmanuel actually. Say Obaya, I mentioned something very fundamental, which is our behavior. There should be a behavior change, which we all kind of agree with. But behavior change, and also human beings, we are in such a way that a Sebi so ukoto adie and no one fan 2 year camera chawa who abasem even ufie ball and okra way near the actual no fly tipping near the camera boho. Say you're going to man you go who did to be I bet you soon now ababe. In as much as the timamu phone or say or more musuban, do you think said a biner has got a major role to even cause this behavior change in Anna?
I say, what we have to look at as a country, as a society, is we have to find a collective solution to the problem we are facing. Now, if you talk about flooding, say the all we have seen this for years. For the first time, Manchester Takrady has flooded. Mekos go Takrady. Cape Coast has flooded. Kumasi has flooded about, I think, 2-3 times now.
Yeah.
In a few times, so it's
getting worse.
The past tells us our cities are creating problems. Say yes, you can say Suato, chair, or whatever. But in the remote part of the country, it has never happened yet. They're together, but that tells you there is something, right? There's some simmering of events. I'll say actually because they're not just say. As the cities expands, we create more problems for ourselves. That's what it's been. Because sometimes, but we are only say Accra. But see, I bet you Kumasi happened maybe 2-3 times now. I bet you Cape Coast, I bet you Takrady this year. So that tells you say sooner than later, I won't be surprised. I was in Tamale. I've been to Tamale before to work. Brian Morgan as another town. What happens is Tamale Krubia and Nafomsa Tamale land no yet. I'd say it's low a bit in a way. I don't know now, say Tamalaya Alpha. If what I went out there to store at the time, at the time, a friend is saying, some hotel be government hotel and some be refugee, but those places near there, you can see, say, chronic nice local style be say, right? The whole chronic is say, at the peak, you so try to say, put down. That notwithstanding, the point I'm trying to make is if you look at the angle from which Ghana has been developing now, I'm not sure I say cities the most what I call sitting up Nipa Edos room are the ones that start flooding. It's a short flood here. Not that time flooding just say and not just say Nipa Edos in terms of wastage. To send Anita Kano robbed by attraction here. I say we are increasing by the day, but where are we going to put a stop to this?
But is it not interesting that we're talking about behavior change? So we has say human beings, you see it has been, and they've even gone to the one step ahead. Say we're refill, we're recycling for you to put the right bin in the right places, and it's a lot of education on that. And besides, you have no option than to actually kind of adhere to that kind of behavior that is acceptable.
No, I'm sorry, this word here, me pick it on that very word. From Hano, a beans near there, I can say yes, recycling. We so put them in. Nana, that is the role of leadership. Leadership, I'm trying to say, aging. They've thought through it and come up with an idea. So this is normal, you bring a solution to our problem. And our part of the world, no, we don't think about anything. The problem in Africa, and for that matter in Ghana, to be precise, and they say BBR. Why did you put you in that role as a leader? You put you in that role as a leader, help change things, shape opinions, shape ideas, shape visions for society to grow. Otherwise, and can you be a more bra? That's me to say that, like the animal kingdom, will be a your pay. Not the animal farmer, animal kingdom.
But in Ghana, we have been so. They put it there. They've done. I mean, I'm not.
How many have we got?
But
Hold on. Remember also, the question is how many we've got, and that is something that is questionable.
Hemaa, then how many have you got to me? It's not the issue.
Yeah, that's.
But how many clean drains have you got in Ghana that are being cleaned by what you call those days? I'm a town council. Town council. It's tankers. The word tankers now is a town council. For has an obligation to make sure that every gutter is cleaned on a daily basis.
Even your homes.
Oh yes, yeah, babe somehow. Because tankers will fee. So you are compelled to make sure that there's some cleanness around your environment as a person. Nana, as we move to this 21st century, that we call it, what has been the role of government to make sure that every single individual is paying a price for the wrong things done? Wrong things done in the sense of the same year, I need to say wrong things done in the context of Yembola to Nana, I have been I'm an Accra boy, to be precise. No, if you crash on answer my background, but I've been in Accra where it's really you see people throwing their beans, their dals, sometimes there's need to say excreta, human excreta into the rain because so the choir nobody see this, nobody come and hold them accountable. But the point we have to look at is what is the role of the state? Nana, education is key. Why is education is key? When you sue a particular word, say there's so much education in this country. Education, where does it come from? It comes from a certain sector of the society. That society is controlled by the leadership. The leadership, and yet just at the top, but there are structures of leadership, right? You have no council there. Central government in your but the council. A council is also supervised by somebody up there. That somebody up there is also supervised by the top, which is the prime minister level down. So at the end of the day, we don't say the society, the whole environment is working together. They are working in tandem to make sure, say, especially to say, any part, and I agreed, and I've been to have freedom, means, no, bro, I need yet. Nana, I have been in this country for a while. Me nada. Every time me na mwana say, me ha me if you are banana me drive. Na me say, me took outside. And when my car, me were breach you. I put in the car. Some coffee and some papa empty. But in Ghana, it is common. Why? Because nobody actually frowns on that. There's nobody, it's not nobody as a person, but nobody as a society. There's nobody as a leadership, nobody as a government frown on that. To make sure, say, you will correct your wrongs as a human being. And that is why I think we have the problem. So realistically, yes, Ghana has a problem. The flooding that is being caused in Accra, not in Accra, but in the cities at the moment. So has to do it. What we have caused. In fact, I was speaking to somebody just yesterday. Your country said, "Obi in the fridge in so no fridge. If because we have not made provision." Let me tell you for a fact, they have place for recycling. Or fridge and say, just some drivers, some sort of this type of drivers, or some £100, £80, or no, you pay the person. Want to be in the car is here, but then what we say, what been cray how it will fat no or the recycling joint, not the core. Why when your piece of mind? But in Ghana, it's not like that. And you what I say is here. The panoya and say, or who says so don't be a short no possibly or they are two no so they are question about them. Let's see water. Plastic 4, 5, 10 no water flows in that whole water again. There's no drain, and that's the problem we are facing in Ghana.
How do you, mommy? My main call Agroba Coffee. So, BT for just to let you know if you tune in, this is What's Up Radio. Your number one radio station in London. Yeah, when it's you so now was so I would say, and I am so privileged to have Agroba Coffee, the controversial man. So I'm not see our tough rapper, no or so I'm hoping then it's you for my friend or my through up punch in some question. Agro
Mame, Ohima, Medasi.
flooding. Yes, Susana, it is flooding. Cost. Sanita ne ima oma can semni bebre about what behavior change, what the government can do, put in strategy. What is stopping us? Because about a good percentage of our leaders, say we they know the system. What is stopping us from implementing these sort of?
Medasi. And many be oha, Anita ne. Mr. Ashley, but there's a fundamental issue. I'm a someone touch base with, and I want to just explore on that side. And I believe, sir, look, we have all the town planning. Everything is done. Baby Woha and CC down also. Baby Woha is CC down. Baby Woha is a saying Sufa. Baby Woha and Sufa. But because of our own corrupt dealings in Hinti. Oh, I remember a clear example. Now I was flowing Sunyani, Amoye International Airport, local domestic airport bio. Now, say no, to me, and progressive ejumano. I didn't hear. Yes, say assassinate bio or Hineno Chrome Hall. Aton dying, aton assassin, I'm almost dying. I was so down. And I saw the video. There was a whole lot of buildings over there. Until the person who was presenting the issue, Kase, it didn't in a banner. Until I say, Ninti, send him a say, Inisa, or planning whatever I was even. Or Helen so on your way says, Sasa, see a Twama, Ghana aviation, and now send a one only power assassin. Also, when you say, Sassin. So these are some of the difficult things be oha. Minim sani be ye feel, but we are our own enemies. Well, and then Cecilia said, Accra Mayor, it decided say, a challenge be a certain markets being located at. No Kutuma. Look, it's going to be chaos. Even the opposition. Even the opposition, please see myself as a neutral person. Even the opposition, whether it's the NPP or NDC, opposition, will come out and really rally behind those people. A very difficult situation. And to say we go back to the roadmap, our town planning, and enforce that rigorously without fear or favor. This will never go away. The second bit, Mr. Ashley, Obasono Kaino. Very true, sir. Look, we need some sort of education. Crucial. But you see, we need to provide the alternative as to if you're educating them, what should they do of the end product? Look, now, what I can say is, Sabino, look, it depends. When you go to airport residential area and I say airport hills and whatever, you might probably see all these sort of things. Now, obite choco, obite whatever. Say Adinaya Mano. So the Zoom line on us, government disposal people should come and take it away. It's a bit of a challenge. But the structures of those buildings, I have no idea because we didn't see what. Obi dining and our dear Denisi. And Grafon is Sumefa. Anything, what should you do? It's a bit of a challenge. A very, 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 very difficult situation. Now, there's no, it's very difficult to propose because, Rebecca says, say, Nanso, yenya question government no more. Na akwakoye bibi basa. Share me call Ghana couple of years ago. Me call Salam down. Look, me call for super service. Me call for many I got and I was super service a printing press. I don't know those Harisa go echo. Huge, big artists. Slap so Anna. I mean, so Kwame Nkrumah no ye. Look, as at 4 years ago, and up to now, and I'm talking. Slaps ni na and the water is eating into the existing buildings na no. And up to now, say mayo, say whatever obiani. And Crawford, I will say, Crawford, you moto and Frema, because that's the easiest place. You know, it's a very Nana, it's a very difficult place. Until so we get our
Mommy, Fabako, another story information because there's another recurring issue, also the explosion at plastic factory near Kumasi shoe factory. Also, there is explosion has occurred at a tank factory located at the same enclave with the Kumasi shoe factory at Onzo Agogo in the Ashanti region. A gas tanker discharging fuel to the company reportedly caught fire, resulting in explosion. Wow. But the question I said, driver no name Kofonya they were able to me enya mutiti edidimo pra de nipa prae, but lives were saved. But the question I keep asking, a bit like the flooding issue. This was the first time I had a gas explosion. This was the first time I had to say a gas explosion, especially Kumasi Honum, because as a qua ABC, Emanipa Wuye, and Chaya Tonsu Hona ABC. So many, and if you go, baby, gas stations, any petrol filling stations, now you ask yourself, say be penny in Kromana. A bit like I said, what is penny for? No, a day of Jane team, a day waiting, say, be see, no matter come once and they fix it. So that Niaka say, Yabo Mudia, Yaba or Mabasuana. Because all these problems, it hasn't been fixed. What is stopping our leaders?
See, with a gas station, let me jump in briefly on that. I think it's money laundering. I mean, this is how I believe in it, I perceive it. Because the number of gas stations that is coming out. Or Hemaa, also you just think about it and you ask yourself why. Another thing is why said the location of these places. Now, I said those owners, do they live locally or no? And the health and safety issues, have they fully complied to that effect of establishing that? The answer is no. Now, who should be responsible? Who should be policing this? You understand? So if our leaders are not able to oversee, i.e. the Minister for Energy or whatever, they are not able to enforce this sort of laws. Obasono and Ms. Ashley and Nana, say we are doomed. These issues are very because we live in Europe, we understand, we could see the danger in this. And also if we know where to ring and things will be done instantly. But here is the case. Who do we turn to? Nanado and I said Mr. Ashley. Is to see to straight to Mr. Ashley line there. I think see the devil is better than the angel you don't know. And then government is better. So it's a difficult question, my dear.
My main call swiftly, Mr. Emmanuel Ashley, so on these subjects. Said explosion every time and I'm getting very worried, say, especially Kumasi, and Che Biana so quite yet those who are Nankasa yet TB. Encourage we haven't learned. So is it because greediness? As Mr. Agro say greediness. And the government also behind. Can we even trust our government when it gets to protecting the citizenry? I'm going
to make a few points. Now, what you have to realize about is at the end of the day, Mr. Ekala will be the only British gun I still have. I can share and say, at the end of the day, the buck stops with the leadership. Nana, what it is we live in a country Look, Nana, I keep saying, say, Chrome ha, law be any ha, I mean Ghana. Your task was a copy fee ha. Health and safety laws a copy fee ha. BBR be a copy fee ha. Your copy, your copy dito. The bingo baby. When it gets there, laws are not meant to be on the paper that you copy, where you copy them from, but the implementation was make them law. Nana, I watched a video yesterday about this young man. Say, is it blunt thought or blunt talk? Blunt thought, I think, with Joy FM, and I just love the young man, but I don't know if he can implement what he's saying because he speaks as a man and as a Ghanaian.
Is it not what Ghanaians are meant for? We talk the talk.
It looks like it. That's the point I'm making. That's why I didn't conclude. So I pray this man can help implement what he's saying and stop all talk. From politician just to keep him going because I'm the kind of politician. Yeah, most of the generals they go for money from the politicians and stuff like that. But let's put that aside. Nana, the key thing you have to look at is these things are happening on a daily basis. We have all the laws. I'll tell you, there is no way make a there's no law, but corruption. Somebody just shut this law down and accept. Nana, how can it be? Say obi afa government according in them, and therefore an account has been frozen. Then 3 months, 4 months down the line,
the account is
empty. Obia has not accounted for that. Nobody has said anything. Nana, how can you imagine this? As a normal human being, take everything, say whatever aside.
So who is the bank manager?
I mean, I don't
nobody has answered to this question.
For you and I, it's so straightforward, really. It's like, first of all, the bank, when they're authorizing the payment. But, it's a foolish case.
No, these are the issues.
And even the bank manager needs to be
Exactly.
to force to appear more professional, you can say.
Oh, in
American for pesa professional.
Appear.
They force someone to come to they have subpoena. They have to subpoena. Those banks because it's fraud.
Yeah, fraud.
If they have frozen their account,
you can. The point I am coming to is at the end of the day, I'll tell you, Ghana has every little bit of this laws I can say, and I say you have it all. Nana, I'll tell you for a fact. By way of training in Ghana as an accountant, me Ghana tax and the Ghana laws, they are almost the same thing. Ghana laws, the criminal laws, from criminal to civil to everything. Ghana, they found just application. But the principles come from UK.
Yeah.
Tax laws are the same. As we speak, may hear some international tax which has to be international, your friend is saying, double tax treaty. Make sure Chrome had them say, wow, okay, beautiful. Everything is copied, dito. We know it, we have it. But the implementation, the people have to implement it are thieves. Dr. PLO Luma. Also, you use very kind words to shape it. You say corruption, whatever. I say they are thieves. It's unfortunate. So, Nana, the reality of the matter is, all we have in Ghana, in terms of can say, yes, Nana, look, in my local area, right? Baby, I'm going to move from there anyway. Now, an MP has built a beautiful, very beautiful
mansion.
In your mansion, but petrol station.
Right.
With everything. The petrol, the gas, your friend is saying, MOT. Center, everything. Perfect. But the question is, what did you say? You'll be dying. So should something happen, there's fire in that very petrol station. What happens to that person? That person doesn't live there at all. That's the point. Only is level.
But it's
that was granted by somebody.
Yeah, is it not town planning? And this is where I don't understand.
These are the questions I'm asking that I need answers. This is a question I'm asking. I need answers. This person is not living there. But Robert, yes, because of it's assassin and build it a massive. It's beautiful, right? It is beautiful. But in on the Kaspa Road, I'll tell you, I have measured every about just 100 meters maximum. You have a petrol station.
Hey!
100 meters.
Hey!
Every 100 meters is a petrol station.
Yes, every 100 meters we have a petrol station. Ghana, we're going to kill ourselves. Mr. Emmanuel life very passionate. Hold on, I'm call by and studio I no send me movie on Kakra now Mr. Emmanuel on camera. Last week, last weekend, remember we were talking about accountability and people holding up to their responsibility. We talk about it's a Parliament 4 years, New Year's government, ex gratia. And do you think, say, last week we talked about ex gratia, Obi Beko 4 years, no ex gratia. We now another 4 years, no ex gratia. Now be an abanko. Now the following year, buying a banner so to baby as so I lucky now yes, I'm waiting Obi to me ex gratia. Do you think, say, can we relate that kind of way, say, because of their personal gain? Having in our mind what the content of a papa will see said by the time I'll be MP onya inti and I am penning for once I said timamufua different. As soon as they mount that platform, then they become something like a beast. Then they change totally. Do you think say and penifo no mo yemrano omudu no ma sa animal farm, some animals are more equal than others, no more apply. That is why yen to me omo pesua so no. Remember said this week MPB a friend. Yes papa pesua for so omo monte wonka. This but remember any kind story I say yen to wonka omo si omo I say, Kajom say, Bewu. And say, I sent you honey to pour out to me. The other kind say, Bewu. So when me have your mention call to 81448773 028144773. So when we are palm mention can me chair and yes idea men so bewu obaya manenko
you're gonna laugh. I can't say gonna laugh. Like you don't as somebody be a show because programs is like on Ghana we here revolution. We need somebody to just people just to stand up, the young to stand up and fight for their like they have to fight for their future because they are close to the young person to every level. Now what's our crowd for now? I'm as gracia. Now we are so because is that not rude? You know, how can I bet me out and do that anyway? We'll be paying you. When was the other meeting? You know, this area here, we like more MP. And I remember Nana and I have gone to see her before, and I've heard good things about this lady. Sure. And every time we go home, especially people that I associate with, she's always there to help. What did I say? So what the she tries to look into it. I mean, in my mind, that's what they are supposed to be there for, and they're not like community and society. Maybe I will govern. Know who they are. So you listen to people's concerns, what they are cause to evidence of it. Then you take it to the parliament and try to help, or call the right people and try and help them. Isn't that what's supposed to be happening? Right. They said, maybe who say, maybe they who say that a few years to come, there won't be anything left in Ghana, to be honest with you. So come to me the other question, one of my family because maybe because Ghana I can't wait to move. The community say, I don't want to be there. And I'm so sorry, don't get me wrong. I just don't feel safe. I just don't feel comfortable. I feel like we're spending so much money on like a crumb how much £10. You know why they
on phone calls, you can waste so much money. It's unbelievable.
It's like you don't know how they survive there. Ejumani Kronoso, Obiasi here, but no one is fighting anything. Everyone is just sitting down. And Uncle Fono Muviana, every 100 meters away. Obiasi petrol station. I tell you, Morgana, who after Adam who you are, because me sure baby at one petrol station. Now we how far it is from our house. We come in a hotel, says the side of a big hotel, then stadium one opposite. I just think. Say BBC explosion because I happened there before, didn't it? A lot, not that particular place. It happened. It
was that far. That one was at Texas Hotel.
Yeah, and I just get really fearful. Like, but it's just Ghana. The greediness in Ghana, no, it is on different level. And Jessica something here on the program. And I can't even say the words that he says, and because it's really really bad. I just think so. It needs some people just to be strong to go and fight their corners. People need to start standing. Won't fight it among yourself. Is this people that you've elected them into power to come and serve you? You know that you should be going after them. You know what I mean? And just asking them why they're not doing the job. So, someone say, MP say, hey, so on 10, you have the right to remove that person and put the right person there.
But Obi baby sounds. Remember, Hemaa,
yeah.
For how many years? Because of family way. And also so
80
yes, or America on Obianim send a buyer. By the end of the day, say you come her. If you've got family issue, family commitment, you need to relinquish your
someone
role.
else.
But my member, so why am also papa, also a few days after dealing with himself as dead, the district chief executive DCE for Bosome Freho in the Ashanti region, Yao Danso, has unreservedly apologized to Ghanaians for his careless flippancy last Friday. So we'll be a DC and that's a penny be Nasa Uhiano ye audio your friend also a journalist so what should we do to these people? Is it because accountability so that everybody
you know what will happen in this country? You know it. Like you'll be sacked. You wouldn't even be there. You wouldn't even have the opportunity to even go back to the, when a bare foolish case, we not in your mind saying else. We are not talking about it. We are talking about agrada. We're talking about if yes, was a nigga crap. We're talking about things that it's nothing to do with you and still a bank account. These are the things we need to talk about. You know what I mean? But baby, Obi say no, and also tap our crap for next day or apologizing to who? He shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be there. And you will be saying that in Ghana, who to say me who baby I headed towards me who do all the change in the baby. I'm waiting because when this man came onto power, and I know Wesley will disagree with me. I remember I was in Ghana anyway, and I was like you could feel that average person now, or not even the taxi driver, like they felt a change has come. This is the change we need. Like a human year is going to change. Well, how many years? 6 years now or something. What is the change? SSS, free, I brought people go to school on rotational 6 months, and I keep on saying, so what's the point doing that? They're going to get pregnant, they're going to fall into trouble. You know what I mean? They are supposed to be in school and finishing school. I have my cousins and stuff like that. My nieces are, so like, it doesn't help you. By the time we go back, no you have to get classes. So then what is the point? You see a promise here 1D, 1F. Be a working baby, I say nothing is happening. Like me, and movie, and I'm not going to say corruption because it's more than corruption. It's confirmation by some. Go back. Let's get it to me. No, obedient to me because I like Charlie. It's a pure investigation. You go to the bank who authorized the payment. Ghana so the people the two. Ghana should not depend to be at home. And to say why they authorize payment in the one call out. So be to me point in the paper, then you go to the top, you sack from the top down.
Obaya, better was 80 for someone message you must so be now almost so yasina. Every week out, we are day to me, bro. May you if you didn't come baby, I'll be right back.
So we are in a peace. And
And for Hemaa sikasem India Grokra. Look for qualified and competent accountant. Intina may come for Caxton Advisory Services Amabo. Obeyon Kunta Semamau. Send your wada, na wada, na wenya, in peace. Services Edi Wina, Wajumujuma. Audit and assurance, tax and business planning, business advisory, international tax, accountancy, outsourcing services for business, charity registration, and gift aid. Caxton Advisory Services, L Suite 6, the Generator Business Center, 95 Miles Road, Meacham, Surrey, CR4, 3FH, Fremont, 0208 4081 and I'll say 078 8671 5702. Info at caxtongroup.com. www.kaxtongroup.com. For your inner peace, contact Caxton Advisory Services. Wada, na wada.
Where are you? Otto Kakuntabu Sandra, no, Caxton.
Trinity Driving School, your number one driving school in the UK.
Did you know that there are equipped with professional driving instructors who will teach you to pass your test with ease?
So, if you want to pass your test, please look no further.
Contact Trinity Driving School on 07507 116997.
Trinity, safe and responsible driving.
Bema, assassino, a boy, a ball, and one.
Oh, but yeah, assassin, as what Bohemians.
Assassin, over party. A nipper, a pato, that's a winning set. When you have so better, Sawachi.
But yeah, Mammy, would you miss him among Klima? Yeah, we didn't come him. A moment, meet your work. Now, you can't remember. Aha, Kwaku. Yeah, me just assassin to CCL. Assassin the boss, money, Unity Link money transfer. Yeah, commercial bank will come her. Miss Abba can see here.
Unity Link money transfer be the best.
Unity Link money transfer. Okwan power betting your money si can't temp. I'm a wonder for Ghana Fanena. Young head office 158160 Balam High Road, SW12 9BN. Website www.unitylink.com. And as a fraying 020 877 22160.
Unity Link. What's the shoe?
What's up, radio?
I love this station.
This is
Number one station.
on air and online. This is What's Up Radio.
Yo, it's here for you. Welcome back. Sabre yenya Bismarck here. I'm Senior Wagana. Ewa humane so enti me you fideni emfri ha baby. Hello Bismarck, otemenka. Hello Bismarck, otemenka. Bismarck, otemenka. Yeah, Bismarck, baby, I want to say. Otemenka Bismarck. We no a we trip and mente won kan yenti ubetumi ama ne so ama me a
Otemenka.
yeah yete won kan now manenko
Hello.
yeah Bismarck
Ah,
yeah night that is Ghana to say nyame adom and happy Father's Day ye Father's Day no ha menim Ghana so say na mudi no
Ghana the meet market so far and go for enjoy happy Father's Day no no so anniversary I say happy Father's Day Papa Ghana had you so chop ye
sa and ewian so no I bought pie nya sem get o de mayenko fa de e mane wo Ghana for boy yo Bismarck afidie no say went to me engine so sabra ye twen Bismarck so be ba bi mu no mamemfa another story very interesting ye nyina ye nim say enche bia na ye papa je bi down a few years back nipa bonfo bi koje Ninkwaya a free ninsem. As we speak, in charge obia. But there's been some new developments. CJB Dankwa case finger and footprints of Daniel Esi to match samples taken by police. An investigator says the fingerprints taken from the residence of the slain JB Dankwa Edu, a Bwakwa North member of the parliament, matched that of the Daniel Esiedu, the first accused person in the murder trial. Chief Inspector Nkrumah told the Accra High Court in his evidence in chief. The report of the police forensic bureau indicated that the fingerprints taken from the deceased's room were that of the fingerprints of the first accused person, who is Daniel Esiedu. Sir Bismarck assign Abefidi needs to be quickly. Hello, Bismarck.
Naima, Fatima, me phone it, na phone I started on Fatima. Now, what was what?
Manenko, I.
Hello?
Bismarck, yet on Manenko.
Nana mamma say any kind of mamma and shouts here in free Islamic Senior High School. Also over the weekend, no, Anna, Yamana or more Islamic Senior High School, no. Demonstration Krabi or Abepo Junction. Any kind of how United Yawa, Nina say car idea ebo school Kurano yipa. Nanu Ferry Chemi, ever say Ferry Chemi, Anna Omo Madam, Omapo school, Anna Kabako, Edibobo Madam, Akem, Amo Madam, Eti Ecobo, screen affairs. I heard any Amo Madam, no, you can say, or Dakon Fonachia, or Jayre. Really, Anna, and my Mabuni said there be Omuntiasia, Sana Tadia, Omacho Kata Bibri, Aqua Bema company forum, Nemo and Penfo and Fumudi, and Omanka Sabatumu, Eguabontin. Nemo Mushasia, a free Islamic Senior High School, Abepo Junction, Echo Ushum, a month from Barcasaquanoso. Now, always see a Bontinez, Caribbean, and Omunanti drew Abepo Junction, a sort of pair, Akaka drew Bantama High Street Morning. And over down money, say almost go back to the school. And see, Tiawa, Anna, a police for by isn't Saga Nakaka, Mofano, Edru, school wape, and Anahima, a police for etc for my penna. Almost at to Tiaga, pepper spray, Anna almost a boo up a deboro a school from Cray. And I was a school for the run cranny, a school wape, and almost a day, but won't Tia say, I didn't know me, no, or man pro be, or one first come will be a Nasa for balance or no man casabo for Nasa, or would tear gas, any pepper spray, and a woman live first bullet crack home. I made many who be Makuma Kundum, at a 2 hour school morning. Tis school for areas problems in Debbie, almost so enthusiastic, Sanabaya, almost so many police for the sort of Moba, and then Ma, a man appreciate for our quan and chain. Now, I put one of it, you didn't say the school for you when I want here, and then was ever broom. And I my happened, almost you were school horma, wow, Caho, wow, one Caho piano, a brody, almost at a bro the school for Uncraya, and my just the tear gas of what you need to know. Emma or Dimo Horma or asthma, I want to so. Even was why, it's so no, or need or who is shocking, or who said, I say, you took out to the name that. And you know, Emma school for the brain, true. Me ha many a bear 40 dear. Omunina, nobody that for my ambulance a best school, Macomakunum, and a best school Horman and Nahimana, who was saying a near nine. Indeed, was a school for no demonstration me any day. Good Magas and Nahima, so far, and Penfo to an Amombi, I'm a IGP fin crying, or test story now, no fin crying, a Belcomasi Bell School, any school for Nebeka Saya, Pero said, no IGP on now. Emma, Nemano, I am this as we say. We need a mofra, because say, went to Tofiwanka, or Munikuta Bibi, and Momono, the Moses of Miano, Nicosa Capri to 422, and said live bullet. I was here. Nemo Sango and Kabi, a bomb, Cranoso, and Sun Kaya Sama, I was in Chayi. And a IPJ said, Onangas IGP, no, or Fred Haban routes for some speed rams, and my Crano, I almost said about a cano. Ebono omubit made a subit Ebimono, Waisika, say Omufa to Ahoma, Amaka Senibi. Now Omufan send school Kwamu, said by a carnival, a bit to me a showdown. a man can upon school will be to across it. Ako, and I mamma say IGP about money, a man, a man, a moment so, I'm a homano, Nanka money 10, move 4. I know what the buyer or what the about school or my baby, quantum at the man school for no Corano. And before be about school honum, Titu, Bantama MP, about school hall, Deputy Education Minister, about school hall, and a Parliament Committee for also, and any yanaja, almost about school honoma, on school in the city, and now only Sanahima. Dana and Granny demonstration, not Dana and also Comucho and so and Tiamaso. Any Tuesday, and so any Ebaso, Emma, Deputy Education Minister, in Timfojo Baya, make us say, only school for vegetarian convergence or so, ma. Omungoswa setting. Now, Omunji influencing, no Mungoswa and Transokeno. There is Omunyanamona, Omunka, and so. Ombe she said, the amount almost said by ya, almost with Matron Sokeno. So far, the like I said, over Islamic Senior High School, and Krana and Akonum does what they so far. The Omunia to me, Abba School Honoma, Omina, I say, Omutima, Munsohe, Minister, I think we're going to be.
Yeah, not they're not as an abako anymore. A post for now, Moody sign and Bransam no, yet, what to say a treat post in Ebia from a was a Wukase me one.
Yeah, and I'm and a cry, I trade a pretty for me, I say, Nipa bear me and son, Asso. I do move with the ass and say, if you say, IGP Casa and any more Friday Casa, or catch you say, or no IGP, or where you show me, I could see us here. Emma only cry, or man and call for buy ever 2 now to Numuno, a multiple light bullet. I was school hormone. I'm a fan of every much collapse in the year. Or no IGP no on to now. Emma Samuel says, Cinnamon, or baby, you should we pa. Now, I should be a police in the cross, such a command piano. Or better, no, their command. Who say, and Chebiana, let the Babontin say, regional commander, our Santi Jasino. Often a Juma dear and talk a crack. Empo Swami Swami deputy Swami commander also no. Often a Juma to a crack. No moment police for by me and son. Or Moma or Munko for Bayano. For Juma and to now only say, Nahima police for Biorma or Mujuma Dino. And Honan Casano Eshe Swami. I say, Anna Boshe for so side medicine IGP. I was saying, Capuchin for and Casa Cabascumo. Non communion Quanebacasa, and Ona and Yajuma. She said, Capuchin for the buy. Anna Hudia. Not some for Abba. Now, Huduka Sanka Central Fana, but we are Anquasa, and move free Central Street. And a buyer. Or move to Tiaga Cinema Mofano. Because a man at the door, so you was too more as a man. The man don't know, who say, Omapo Muno Emra, who say, Omono Kulapsia.
Bismarck, ain't it was so mammy now? May time, no, your time in the air con and impa.
Yeah, Nanaima, me twice no, Munis and Tibiana, a Tonsu shoe factory. There was also a jar at all, Nanani. Ninyan say a tanker or the gas ebema company or more a polytanker no. Abra oil gas number more power and say a free tanker no a buyer, Gabani a jane, matini a jane ama workers are or more hoina a jane. The moment I didn't feel Nipa Bibrio, Nipa Bear me a Sunday, or more she say, no moment or man. None of us know a school crack into more France couldn't have been a company no. Omo bo modia ebu wo eyi mofra ni nyina efiskum ofi se na ayade a na ehuye e wo hopa so far the ejapade de bebre ana asese e wo atonsu shoe factory a e wo kumasi ase na ma me de me kasa e be na wie no wonu se bosomtwe omo MC omo DC e wo ho na se obabonten e be kan se mi ama ne nkofo ye se omo hie ni bi efi se oba bosomfren wo a omo eho yade a omo kwa nwe ye mpa yi ni nyina ye omo akwan a ewo kromo ho no no DC ni emo omo kura ebi mso wasa ye galamse ewo kromo ho nti omo assembly members there omo passing vote of no confidence ewo no so when na DC ba say that bi oyare me yare nti mintimi ensan kan letter nti be anka mo ntwan se be ho tomi a na mo de letter na ba na ma hwem na eyani bi so me yi man bia no Omo ye omo anya honorable yadan so enfa letter na anhye ne nsem eno nto aso no nanam so omo ho no so no ekoku nsa e kire nananom se assembly member bia owo bosom frɛ wo a owo be fa kire kwaji sika ato aba ama yadan so biemu ne de nanam no ani nini ebiemu no sa aban edi ne tumi so e ka se still na yadan so mo pɛ no do a aban so no omo no obi nananom ani na aban ni obi ka na Hemaa tuba bosom frɛ wo a bit ma ka se aye so ama na say yadan so aba bonte de chow power say oba bi frɛ na no way say ko di nkomo a ka cha ba ne say wawu no o sere mpanyinfo say mpanyinfo mfa nche no saka sa na o kan ye no wa anka ne ye kura say de na no
mfa nche
ekufa kan ye no say man kan ye kura ono so yadan so ono so anka ne ye kura ti o sere nananom anytime wuntumi any asante o jeremy say kasa no kan na oba interview no wan kan ye kura nti benifo e bancha no tina na Hemaa no ka say o be say aye pinso e wo Ghana ni Kumasi ase
Yo Bismarck say Bismarck humano atia ko but say we ni kasa na ni sa yadan so say that was the last story ye touch was wawu enti so monim say mo open na wawu I say wawu enti this time no that's the new term so be from na say come no new bedi no so here na say nya de be ko a de be kan say wawu wawu ana so we am amento on kan number near 0281448773 0281448773 now for wadwin ebra. Mamen come back to Imaho say Ima that we were talking about JB down kwa story no I read a bit CCIC enya DNA footprint and fingerprint in yana you see ni yana yes brand and I accuse in first no now the question I ask myself is I know say Chroma when it gets crime investigation it takes a lot of time JB down ko who here crisis here how comes up to now to mean charge you be now do you have faith says this new revelation they need some form of justice everybody
No, I've never done law.
no one
Not have I done anything criminal. I mean criminal.
oh why has me as a woman
I say on kind of say
hey Ghana
no, but such a person is still holding on to power and apologizing or sit on behalf of a citizenry for maybe additional 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Once you have a president in the country who appointed him. The men say born in chain. No. So the reality as we have to look at is the issue of JB Dankwa Ewu. No, I don't know about there's a lawyer for now on Cassidy. I'm saying justice delayed is justice denied. I only stand on that. I'm not saying I'm a lawyer. But realistically, see, I can't say JB Dankwa and then Sana called me a pick here. I can say this gentleman, you need DNA evidence. Say or no, the footprints. Near the room with them that's subject to professionals in charge. But me as a person, I'll tell you I will have my own doubt as a person. Me need that professional, ability to judge. But me believe who say I can rely on that. As a person, I'm not going to, me a lawyer and make us so for my legal perspective me say, but I'm not. And it's a pure legal matter where there could be judiciary kind of, comment on that. I would say it's up to our court to make their own decisions. But in my opinion, this matter has not been a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever. And this gentleman has been in cell for years. As in ECA. Well, also for years.
In charge, you know.
In charge, you know. Until now, saying you have passed police. Is it police report or something?
Yes, it says that yeah, evidence. The reports of the police forensic bureau indicates that
police forensic bureau, yes.
Daniel Esiedu.
That's the point. How independent is that police bureau? One investigative bureau and what it is near the end. But notwithstanding, I hope that we can get a very fair and just justice system. The justice system should to be able to make sure that this man is incarcerated if he deserves to, but based on actual facts and not good facts, if that should be the case. Because we need somebody to pay for the life of JB Dankwa. Genuinely. My point is not say because JB Dankwa will pay actually, but a genuine person who actually pulled that very knife through the heart of JB Dankwa. That person should be in jail. If the person even deserves death sentence, I will be for it and I'll give that support. But then it should be the right person, the genuine person who actually committed that crime. On a member of parliament who has committed no crime but lying in his bedroom just to have a
cold blood.
Cold blood.
Yes, see, he must say justice needs to be served. And we need to make sure, say, before say you bet a verdict be able to we should have enough evidence to point to the right direction. And yes, say you be do you think justice will ever be served? And the reason I'm saying that is who say a kukudam be a wagana almost every month. It be a sama mena or fair honum habohono up to now in him the AC ewana brabo. Yes. And then there's black eye commercial bank deputy managing director. This guy who was this journalist for Medano, not the Kumasi guy, the guy Accra, the guy who works for Ahmed Swale. Yeah. Every day, say, even remember a few weeks ago, we were talking about what was happening. This guy, allegedly, now they were into armed robbery in Kranza store. Now we don't know what has happened because it's gone dead. Do you think justice will ever be served for JB Dankwa?
Thank you very much, Nana. I would like to say, sir, it could, but that would be a lie. It would never be anywhere. And you probably might be thinking, why am I saying that? I think there's a crime here, and Indian is a crime is crime has anyone. And I say, well, crime happening is you need information, fresh. We need the information of who was there, who touched what. What I don't understand about this particular one is why they're saying is that
DNA footprints
of that. Why would it take about 7-6 years for that to appear? For me, it doesn't make sense one bit. It doesn't at all make sense one bit. Because if I'm wrong, I've been correcting me anyway. Crime happened, you get information fresh, isn't it? You find out it doesn't take 6 years for footprints or something to appear from somewhere. Mimi who they say is somebody trying to hide the whole what has happened and just finally say we don't know who killed him. We are all kind of I think I see it as somebody trying to cover this up and just close the case by saying what evidence saying that this guy it's a guy of the and this is what it is and that's it.
So if that's what you are alleging now, what would that impact impact in terms of criminology in Ghana? Do you think say could it be said because of these sort of things? And JB down the end bit of it, no. Now Kofofo said they can get away with, and that is why crime every day. I know some will always say you can't stop crime, but we can reduce it. Now it's like it's very popular at the moment.
Because me who they say for those that have lost their lives and stuff like that, we will never get justice for those people that have been killed. Because we've seen in the now or something, I was on Facebook or somewhere that I was watching a video of a policeman or transporting weed, like a box full of it. The kind of accident. This kind of practice.
No, what happened was that for that story, and there was another police spot. They had a tip off that that's what he's been doing. So when they stopped him, he didn't stop and he sped off. And trying to chase him, and the car is some assaulty. But what was interesting was the fact that even in that video, even though so much but that guy but there was no duty of care. Despite the crime, that's another.
Because I say, before we go to the point, they say people don't care. We don't. Anyway, before Nangasaga, I can't see it. Maybe so anyway, but they said people, a lot of people don't care about. They don't have sympathy for people that have. They feel that they've robbed other people. They make out here. The same week, Misako another video of a policeman. So investigations then we found a share on I was like why so the guys no more slam home baby no more reading together. There's a lot of work that Nana miss me who can actually everywhere you look there's a problem. Me come with solution. Me solution. Solution. I should come. Me how be from the car was one man. I'm from family. You be because it's not like I love my beloved country. Don't get me wrong. Ghana is. I talk about it. I work to people with passion. Like the pride I have in me. So I am a proud Ghanaian. Used to be called Gold Coast or whatever it is, and. For what is happening, you can't even talk to anyone about it. Like even your wife, because it's beyond corruption. It's about how it's like dog eat dog world. Like I will mess you up. Like they say, well, be quiet to me, mouth. 100 there won't be any DNA. There won't be nothing. There was another crime.
There'll be DNA after 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years exactly. There was this another crime I saw in Ghana. Be a cool bios a DNA no mako dampe. Fertilizer. Ghana must go back and not if I cannot half then body I shame 2 bags. No, not too big garden. No much and I think so. Not block it. Gatan anyway, so we become able please buy home no more share gloves anyway. Okay, we are come to no more share. Oh, we have come to take the body and they order they go do. There's no forensic anything, nothing. They take the body into the they continue back to mortuary and that's it. No one make a now. There's nothing happening and there's no accountability. There's no one, in charge. Who is in charge in Ghana? Who said they said crime and the armed robbers are in charge because more they're supposed to govern Ghana. And I'll be glad for somebody to call the program today and just say to me, Sasma Mekano, if I'm losing my mind, because I just see Ghana at the moment and say there's no new authority, there's no one governing Ghana to the point. I said, first, Rollins say no crime, how you're straight or you're this, whatever. There's nothing like that. They say no, Obia is doing whatever they want to do. Police is corrupted, soldier is corrupted, your governments are corrupted, your people also is just to get Obia is corrupted at the moment. Obia they say, it's a dog eat dog world. One when you who better from baby. Obi kunkofo all the time. Grow a kofo yes and kofo chako. As I say, me Ghana is turned to something else. I don't know. Say me where we are going. To be honest with you, I can't.
Obaya is very passionate about the beloved country. But Obaya mentioned some high level crimes that's been committed by police, especially police into drugs. And now, if you remember, we heard so many about police into armed robberies and stuff like that. What is happening to our security system? Because now, security system, it's kind of shaken. and it doesn't mean say we can even trust. I know Dampare is doing his job, but are we having the effect? And yeah, my main call Imaso.
I'm happy to say, I'll only be a confirmatory to answer your question of how we have any effect. Because a confirmatory couldn't answer the effect of the British running to our country and solving the problems of, coming this Chicago coffee and whatever. But I'm understanding. And in fact, just synchronize it. Anita, the passion he's having. Nana, because if you look at our growing up, this is not 50 years ago. This is not 100 years ago. This is just recent. Nana, I think democracy has not helped us. I'm very, very sad to make this statement. Democracy has not helped us as Ghanaians. Because Nana, me shift back in the 80s, late 70s to 80s, how Ghana was like. And if you look back on the 2000s, and how Ghana is going, it's sad. Nana, what it is Anita, we have all these records. Look, let's just come back to this very recent story. Very, very recently, the Lord Comey, Asasi Accra. Where are those policemen? Who can say IGP will take the matter up? But those people, where are they now? Crawford on was I say Accra Castle like Sukuru or something. Let them there. Where are those policemen? What has happened? There's been a lot of them where police have been involved. Has any of them been like I hear of this what do you call it? Them say, you this my country and say IGP and Saba. While someone tray police officers as the original, the district and whatever officers.
They've been suspended for now.
We have to look at this. Nana, every time here, we must be realistic. You see, my culture, I don't believe in outside gentility, home cry. Let's fix the problem home, sort it out, and get out there, and then people fear us because they know we have principles, we have backbones. That's why we are. This is the AK. Also our suspect for me, for 9 or whatever it is. Suspension, they've not been sacked, they've been suspended. Look, say you're acting properly, right? There and then, instantly, you investigate this matter and come up. Suspension can lead to investigation. When the results come, they will decide. But the point is, I'll ask myself, what about what happened in Kuranza? Where are we? What about what happened recently in this Lord Comey case? Well, in Japan, I don't have any confidence.
Actually, what aside, they say, we are talking about more focus on Agrada issue.
These are the issues. So the confidence dies off automatically. So, Nanaima, the problem we have as a country is we wish some of these things are going to work in our favor. But I'll tell you for a fact, what do you call it? This so-called petty criminal, or I'll call it a criminal. Now, it's a low-key criminal to the greatest extent. I say, I fail after 6 years. I feel like they're about.
What time does
we have stories of say, your friend is saying the first, the man who had the DNA report or say in the computer on the So where did this computer appear? From the space or from the sky or from underground in the bar survey?
It was reformatted.
Maybe so.
A recovery, data recovery.
And how? You see, in Ghana, we have to look at some of these things properly. And that's why I'm saying our justice system has to be fair and straightforward. Nana, seriously, I'll tell you, you see that the ass of justice grinds slowly. I agree to that. And men can't say, crime happening today, we should have results tomorrow. No. We have to find out same time to get the facts and get them right.
But not 6
But
years
what I'm
after.
seeing today, 6 years bad, and the stories are much
For just DNA.
For just DNA.
For the man of his
That's what I'm telling you.
caliber. So what about the
That's what
editor?
I'm asking. In Ghana, men are maybe you come your Ghana, and there's something maybe graphic right to the grand.
Or since I want to meet the crowd to me just like the MC.
These are issues.
Catch
Now,
up with them.
I don't know.
So realistically, I would say yes. This is Anita Kano. We have a challenge, but I think we must do ourselves a favor as a society, as people, and stand firm. Our justice system, our police system, our proper security system, right, should come out. In fact, when I read the story about is it the army no attack in California?
Yeah.
Then a few have been punished. But Nana, how do you see that punishment? Let's put it in context of the brutalization that's going on in Ghana by soldiers. Soldiers need to shut arena or a king,
well, power.
King Kong, or to be the free. It happened for years. I am not against the fact say yes, Rome was not built in a day, so we build it over time. But as you build it, you must be consistent. The consistency is the key. When I mean the issue of South Police for the necessity, what has the police service done? And that is where I'll lay my doubt. Say a friend is saying
then you have confidence.
I'm saying yes, consistently we are moving on, we are solving problems. But I mean, so far, best of my knowledge, I may be ignorant because I am not
because remember these are high profile crimes. It's at the end of the day, we will definitely. Yeah, what's up with
what we have to look at is at the end of the day, we must make sure that our institutions are working. And I mean, the system said the institutions are not working. That's our problem. The institutions, the moment they start to work independently, look at PPE as a CCM, PPE as a one. Is it the special prosecutor? Is it is it common crime or whatever? Dealing with first car. Police can name up
any Tom and Jerry can actually even do this investigation. It's like it's so straightforward. It's
you don't need any professional scale to do this. Nana, women are the Mauba. An 8-year-old girl, you cry.
Solve the crime.
Try to investigate this problem and come to a compromise. But here we are.
Ima, hold on. There's one last story. Okay, just 7 minutes, but I want us to tackle this story before we leave. I'll see the National Cathedral, now a state-owned company, executive director. This year, some Mobakaya and Chayabia and Nanado Obano, Oba promise Ghana for. Say we see cathedral. This year no baby I could do say cathedral who has some no and yet na way you is a state owned. It's young and now what's assassin ya obaya? How do you feel about it?
I'm just please can you talk? We just need to talk to the president, Mr. President, who govern the country, whereby people are accommodating for, people can't find jobs, people are crying because they're not getting they're not getting the salary increases to be able to look after their children. People are resorting to crime, what did I say, crime, just to survive, like a bit pay enough, and they are doing things to survive. People are crying, crying. I said, let's say no be on crime are being committed at 6 months for somebody of that caliber. After the confirm is any of them no one a year. There's other people being killed. That is Mr. President, that's what's important. What's the cathedral? I mean, the cathedral. How does that benefit the country? When you haven't solved the problem of the country, what did I say? There's crime going up. What's the cathedral? The cathedral, will that end the crime? Would that put food on people's table? What does that affect? You promised the country, say one district, one factory, of one factory, one district, one D, one F. Up to now, nothing has really come out of this. nothing. But yet you want to focus on what the Boba fee is right about basic one, now basic cathedral, now the also is a state owned, so people have to pay. Let's come on to you that's a normal they are building cathedral. And that's not maybe Trump so be chairman say, how does that feed the average Ghanaian person or TV? How does that feed them? I mean, I'm just thinking, excuse me, I'm not being rude, but I'm just saying, but what sense does that make? You know what I mean? What sense does that make? Like, unfortunately, you can't be crying thing. And like, if I could now a ye baby collaborate for the hospital, say what Ghana, our more bread. Factor some equipment, but I could be preferred one be a new, I could visit hospitals. That is an improvement. But what basic cathedral for who?
Mommy, read a bit of excerpt to you. Also, Dr. Opoku-Mensah, Executive Director of the National Cathedral of Ghana, has disclosed that the National Cathedral, which was pledged by President Nana Akufo-Addo prior to winning the 2016 election, is now a state-owned company. According to him, the project has now been incorporated under the Ghana Companies Act 1963, Act 179. It was done on Thursday, July 18, 2019.
Right.
He explained in the statement on Friday, June 16, 2022, that the project has moved from private pledge of the president to become a national or public monument owned by the state. And Dr. Paul Opoku-Mensah explained that a statement that is his first official announcement on the project on the March 6th, 2017. The president underscored the nature of the project as a national cathedral for interdenominational worship service for the nation.
I'm just saying. So, but tell me, what am I getting? Like, what am I getting wrong? How does that feel? Like, what basic cathedral? Because your average person they become is going to be elite people going in anyway. Now, what's I'm a state in SHR? Is it going to who's paying for state money?
Yeah, the state,
right?
Yeah.
Men can you send cathedral? And also, the Yamma Papa, Christians. Then we have Muslims. We have different people with different faiths. So why are you honoring one faith over the other one? I just don't get it. Like any like I don't get it. Like I'm just saying, spend up small money with the we are with the best spending billions and millions of money. Factor equipment to save lives. Fix the roads. That's what people want. They don't want cathedral. Cathedral for what?
Mama call Mama call Imaso Emso Obaya and why hot pa. Yes, and I didn't know has moved from a personal pledge to a national. So obviously, what's here? And don't forget, there's so many. I mean, so many better about team. There's a lot of revelation that will be coming out in the very near future. And Chakra, other things regarding baby to me to get this, it will blow your mind. This year, no, una over now say what pledging. Afe ukwazo na se unze ukwazo offering unze pledges wa pledge ave draw se first caribra
me I don't have any say what you use it for. You tell me so basically for your own benefit. Me na
obaya tanko da hayo marengo what's we so president is here the national agenda at the moment, even though it was his personal pledge. Time now, every 1 minute if I go.
Anita, it's sad. This is a national pledge. Where did the nation converge to make a unified decision?
No, he pledged as himself.
But now you can't pledge you with the state.
Yeah,
it's like I heard and the event said Johnny Depp case. The girl went and says, "Well, it's kind of imagine they donated to whoever is after the year who's 15 months near wherever get them Chapeswa." I think besides now, I will say our pledge. I use that word interchangeable. Pledging is different from donating. You didn't donate the money. There's a difference.
Anita, the start of the story. Look, send an answer I pledge. Or no, your personal pledge. And I said, Sisi, or the sub pledge, no, about now, mine. Has he ever signed a personal check? So go in this can no good. I can say,
that story, Nanka, one.
So the point is, at the end of the day, as a state, say a BBA, That's why you have parliament.
Mm.
It's like a parliament. They are representative of the people. Naya agree say, oh, or many in Nigeria say, Sisia, the only say, yeah, Babesi Cathedral, I'm a chrono. We will blame our MPs, right?
If they vote for it.
If they do. But then we have elected them to represent us for that at least purpose in the national interest. This one is a person, a single person who is the president, who has made his pledge to a god, either a god or his god or the god, whichever of the three, meaning the Trinity, right? His god, a god or the god that he alone knows. Now here we are. We don't have a problem. It is his god. Initially, Onkacha said it is not. No money is coming from state office. They are going to seek funds from volunteers. Your America,
Sulala.
Your friend says, "I went."
Oh, mega sulala.
No, there was some word. Sulala, there's some word they use.
No.
Uncle stress is got from America. Uncle Germany was what made them stop. Germany lead the Indian train.
Yeah. It was on the train. Yeah.
So if you look back at this is what you promised us. Me and I promising Yami. But even that, look at it. When himself one judge resigned, a high court judge resigned simply because of the breakdown of the judge's premises at Rage for the purpose of this very building.
And one prominent pastor has also not been on that even though he's an author bill.
I hear he's resigning. They say he's resigning. They say he's not resigning, but he just stepped back or whatever. But that's linguistics. So the point is, maybe no problem. If as a county college we agree say you see cathedral, I'm a Nyamia, fine. But in fact, let me tell you one funny side of the story. Obituary the article didn't wrap. Yes, say foreigners would prefer to go to Sakumo Shrine. Sakumo Shrine, it is a shrine by the Gans. Gans any idea Sakumo Shrine. Or say foreigners would prefer to go to Sakumo Shrine as a tourist center than go to National Cathedral. But the better cathedral in Israel rock now. Better one, anyway, your friend say Israel. Almost better is what say cathedral, if you UK, America, so they won't come for that. My point is that our presidency or our government is wasting our resources for what we don't need to get ourselves involved at all. Therefore, so person's cathedral, he can build a small cathedral as his own home. Now, on still the fair, no on yin any war, non feeling yammy or. But so what we are doing, we are at a loss. They are almost too free up any. But at the end of the day, I'm on a panel on them, so there isn't much you can say. But it's just unfortunate for our leaders to behave the way they are behaving.
It's here for Senator Yakosoyani Piteri. It's been a great honor having you all the way from 5 o'clock till now. Once again, I would like to take this opportunity to wish all daddies, fathers, uncles, dad, and all males happy Father's Day who are doing their great job. And it's also a good opportunity to remind all daddies that Moon taking up the mantle and Moon making sure say Moon taking more responsibility. A special thanks to Abena from Poma at the moment, Minister Utiemi, all the way from Canada to Germany. Also, your Dracobo Domo, big brother. Only do a broku Michiao pa. Special welcome also to our brothers, Mufri Bradford, Musumaba, Ababesra, Inyanam Ewoy, London. Munyana Chichao Bibia. 81 Tim and Kebby Mammy Diana and Hemaa. That's a net outcome all your way. Make sure, says, oh, you kid, dear. The weather is very, very hot. There's been some breaking temperatures. And to make sure you're drinking a lot of water. You putting on your sun cream so that body no unya any skin allergies and skin depletion and all the things that we talk about when we talk about a neoma efifa we are annoying ultraviolet. Now so we Ghana so asisi nsuo ne air topper enti making sure say ukwa abonten na for Wellington boots. When you so anu afa ebo pa emu odu na odi aso se ne be ya tight na eba entumi move you. So I am lucky nyabotre na fa ahoma bi nso fa pedua bi na fa so mu. Agro and you men be on my serious need to be I serious. Is it that now come all your way again? Until now, bye bye and have a good week.